Five Nights at Freddy's Into the Pit is a thrilling tale from the Fazbear Frights series. It follows Oswald, a boy who discovers a mysterious ball pit in an abandoned Freddy Fazbear's pizzeria that transports him back to 1985. What makes this entry in the series different is the 2D perspective created in a 16-bit era style reminiscent of 1990s games. Developed by Megacat Studios, the game was released on August 7, 2024, to mark the 10th anniversary of the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise. The development process was a long one, with early leaks and official announcements stirring up the fan community. The gameplay is similar to classic Lucasfilm games like Zack McCracken and Maniac Mansion, with focus on puzzle solving and survival elements set against the backdrop of the series' notorious animatronic scares. I'm not a big fan of Five Nights at Freddy's in general. It focuses too much on jump scares, which is something I don't like very much. But this game is different. Here they build up the suspense and create a chilling atmosphere instead, with a rather compelling story about a boy and his family living in a now almost abandoned town that used to thrive when a mill was established there and people moved to the town for work. It all starts in a rundown pizzeria with a very dark past. This joint was shaken with a horrible crime in 1985, where several kids were murdered, and it is to that year our protagonist is transported early on in the story. What follows is an exciting tale about a boy named Oswald and how he tries to escape the clutches of the animatronic creatures well known from former games, eventually saving the other kids from being killed. There's multiple endings depending on how well you succeed in the different mini-games and what secrets you can uncover about those horrible animatronics and the pizzeria. This is actually the first Freddy's game that dabbles into the books written by Scott Cawthon. After playing this game, I realized there's so much more to Five Nights at Freddy's than I thought. It made me dig into the rich lore and learn more about all the places and characters present in the books, movies, and games. The game's graphics are made in a detailed and beautiful pixel art style with decent animations. It's presented in a CRT style, very much like the old TVs of the 80s. It gives the game a gritty and dark feel and heightens the feeling of suspense. Same with the great sound effects and eerie music. It's hard to fault anything special in this game. It really feels like a labor of love and plays well with both a controller and mouse and keyboard. As long as you are either a fan of classic point and click games or Five Nights at Freddy's, you are in for a great and rather chilling ride. As a child of the 80s, I especially like the references to movies, games and food from that era. I played the game on the Steam Deck and it runs great. It will come to Xbox, PlayStation and Nintendo later on.